Hello everybody. With this video I'd like to continue my series on the notion of the omnipotence of God. And if you go, for example, to one relatively famous Christian website, gotquestions.org, you will see that to the question, what does it mean that God is almighty or all-powerful or omnipotent, they say that in Hebrew, the title God Almighty is written as El Shaddai, meaning God the all-powerful one. And they further continue to state that God has many names and attributes. He's the Almighty, Genesis 49:25. The creator of heaven and earth, Genesis 14:19. The builder of everything, Hebrews 3:4. The king of heaven, Daniel 4:37. God of all mankind, Jeremiah 32:27. And the eternal king, Jeremiah 10:10. Moreover, he is the only God, Jude 1:25. The eternal God, Genesis 21:33 and 21:33, the everlasting God, Isaiah 40:28, the maker of all things, Ecclesiastes 11:5. Now, mark this. He, that is God. Now, I'm not sure why they use the masculine pronoun he, which implies that God should have male reproductive organs, and in order for these male reproductive organs to serve him, if we accept that it's he needs a female counterpart, otherwise they wouldn't serve him. And that implies that he's of male or masculine gender. And then he's able to do more things than we can ask or even imagine. In other words, no matter how wild your imagination is, God of the Bible is able to do more things than we can ask or even imagine, and that is stated in Ephesians 3:20. He performs wonders that cannot be fathomed, that is, by the human mind, and miracles that cannot be counted. Like there's quintillion and quadrillion of quintillion of septillion of miracles that God does probably every day. And that's in Job 9:10. God's power, states further that Christian site, is unlimited. In other words, there are no limitations to his ability to perform miracles, woo-woo, and things like that. And that implies that his power is not limited to human imagination. So whatever you can imagine, God can do. That logically follows. He can do anything he wants, whenever he wants. Psalm 115:3. He spoke the universe into existence. That's the magic that he does. God does a lot of magic, apparently. Genesis 1:3. Furthermore, he answers to no one as to his plans and purposes. In other words, he doesn't have any superiors or bosses. He does not report to anyone. But then that's a limitation, isn't it? To not be able to report to anyone superior to you. That means that he's not capable, he's limited of reporting to somebody above him, which is a logical contradiction. He answers to no one as to his plans and purposes. Quote, all the peoples of the earth are regarded as nothing. He does as he pleases with the powers of heaven and the peoples of the earth. He can do whatever he wants with the people of the earth. Kill, slaughter, manslaughter, rape, whatever. No one can hold back his hand or say to him, what have you done? Daniel 4:35. When we see God as the omnipotent, we're struck by his power and by the fact that he is indeed a great, mighty, and awesome God. Deuteronomy 10:17. And then, mark this also, the identity of God as Almighty serves to establish the sense of awe and wonder we have toward him, and the realization that he is God above all things without limitation. And if you just remember a couple minutes ago, we found out that God is limited, at least in one sense. He's apparently limited in many senses, but at least in that one sense that he wouldn't and is not able and doesn't have nobody to report to or to answer to. So, I'd like to give you some further food for thought, maybe, in this line of reasoning and in this train of thought, of Christian thought, of religious thought, then it logically follows that God is able to have kids, grandkids, grandkids, to have many wives, many concubines, to kill himself, etc., etc. I mean, you can engage your imagination in all ways possible, and you would not be able to fathom the miracles, wonders, and magics that cannot be counted. I'm quoting from that Christian website. And then Job 9:10, God's power is and abilities are unlimited. Thank you very much for listening and or watching. Until the next time I check out. Bye.